Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 5 on air and streaming live. I'm Julie Nelson.
And I'm Lauren Lemanchek. Tonight, an ICE agent is facing charges for shooting and injuring a man in North Minneapolis in January during the height of Operation Metro Surge.
It is an unprecedented move that is drawing a lot of attention. Lou Ragoose leads us off tonight with details. Lou?
Julie and Lauren, people remember this case as the one where the ICE agent claimed he was being assaulted with a snow shovel and a broom, something even federal officials say was a lie. State investigators determined his name, and now he's charged.
When Julio Sosa Solis and Alfredo El Hornia were arrested and charged in January, then Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem branded them the two men who attacked an ICE agent with a snow shovel and a broom.
He was not hit by a shovel or a broom. In fact, he was not hit at all.
Now, in announcing assault charges against ICE agent Christian Castro, Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty spelled out details supported by previously released video and photos that Agent Castro allegedly fired at the front door of Sosa Solis' home, where he, El Hornia, and two women had just run inside.
The bullet punched through the front door and struck Mr. Sosa Solis' leg before traveling through a closet and lodging in the wall of a child's bedroom.
Moriarty added a charge of falsely reporting a crime, what even acting ICE Director Todd Lyons says were the agent's lies about being attacked. Castro is the second federal agent Moriarty has charged after accusing Agent Gregory Morgan of pointing his gun at other drivers during Operation Metro Surge. Neither agent has been arrested yet.
Do we have any idea where the ICE agent is right now? No.
According to the criminal complaint, a different agent identified Castro during a joint interview with the FBI and BCA the night of the shooting before the scene descended into unrest. The FBI then cut the BCA out of the investigation, and Moriarty says the feds have provided nothing to them since. The charges stem from what the BCA could access.
These are appropriate charges, and we are fully prepared for what comes next.
Once the arrest warrant is served on the agent, then the case can proceed. Moriarty acknowledges that the agent will likely ask for the case to be removed to federal court, which is a rare process outside of border cities in Texas and Arizona, but the county attorney's office would continue to prosecute it then in federal court. DHS and ICE have not responded to requests for comment. Todd Lyons' previous comment, however, said that they could face discipline or potential federal charges for lying about the assault.
But we haven't had an update in a long time on where that stands,
right.
Correct? And so how would this work? I mean, I don't believe I've ever seen anything like this before. If, in fact, who makes a request to move it to federal court? Who gets to decide?
The defendant will request to federal court to remove the case to federal court because he's a federal agent. That likely would be approved, Moriarty acknowledged today. At that point, her prosecutors, the state prosecutors, would go into federal court and try the case using the same charges, the state charges, but in federal court with a federal judge and with a federal jury, which in Minnesota means not just Hennepin County, but towns all across the state.
Wow. All right. We'll keep watching that case. Thank you, Lou.